What is this? What is this? What the fuck is this? Yeah. Let's start the podcast off with a swear word. Coming in hot.
I'm trying to adjust my mic. Don't say swear words yet.
Fudge.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Butterscotch.
What is happening with this?
I don't know. Mine was super tight, too. This little diffusion thing. You want that microphone right up in your grill.
You got yours...
I have it turned a little.
Yours, fits so well.
Yeah, it sure does. Like a glove.
Mine's a piece of shit.
Strap on a glove and get ready for some love. Keep the gunk with my junk.
Ugh.
Which is how you make sexual intercourse gross.
It's also how you get a yeast infection.
Yeast unleashed in the
keeping
yeast.
The gunk on your junk.
Wash that gunk off.
And just, leaving your leaving your luggage in the suitcase.
Leave it.
not taking the socks out and throwing them all over the bed like you like to do at home.
Like when you get back from a long trip, all your clothes just end up fucking strewn about.
Exactly.
For like a week and a half.
Exactly. So yeah, yeah. Everybody knows what we're talking about.
Traveling. Now, your cat wants to be Spider-Man.
She could probably climb that if she tried. Good
well,
work.
she is trying.
All right, we're good.
That's enough exploration for you.
Yeah.
All right?
I would hate for her to get any higher than, staying on the ground because she's blind and wouldn't know what to do.
Well, what she would do is fall like a turtle onto her back, probably.
Or hang there and scream.
Yeah. Those are your two options with a blind cat.
It's hang there and scream, too.
It is.
Because she gets hooked on this and that and this.
Oh,
and
yeah.
She just goes, ah!
Yeah.
Ah! Like I'm doing something wrong by trying to help her. And I'm just like, fine.
Dad!
Stay hooked into the fabric on the chair. What are you even doing this for? I've told you 100 times not to do it.
Well, she doesn't listen.
No.
She must be blind and deaf.
She must be. She ain't, though. She hears food quite well.
Yeah. That's a cat's favorite thing to hear. Crunchies.
Kibble.
That gross. I've noticed I eat a lot of vegan shit, like meat substitute.
I'm sorry, why?
Make
your own choices. Everybody's got a value. Yeah, eat whatever you like.
Well, listen.
But what about just a nice bit of McDonald's?
No. Especially, I'm not gonna open up the Pandora's box of meat eating for McDonald's. All right.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's like, yeah, I'm afraid of needles, but I love heroin. It's a bad choice. If you have a hard, fast rule about something. And my point being, for some reason, vegan hot dogs fucking taste like cat and dog food more often than not. So whoever's in charge of that shit, get on fixing that.
So either you're eating shitty hot dogs or just really good cat food.
Yeah,
like cat
pristine cat
so
food.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Because it's grains and...
It sure is.
And whatever else is in there, grains. A lot of grains.
Yeah, probably just mostly grains. Probably grains and wheats.
Grains. That's part of the balanced breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Grains.
Just grains.
Meat-flavored grains.
It's better than keto. Yeah, delicious. Anyway, gross. So, yeah, anybody out there who is looking for... If anybody who likes barbecuing, all right? Stay away from the hot dogs. Because there's nothing hot about them, and they taste like dogs.
Look, if you're gonna be a vegan, eat falafel.
That's accurate.
But don't eat any.
Shit's delicious.
Only falafel.
Oh, and that's it.
Yeah.
You get sick of that real fucking fast. Sometimes it's super dry and gross.
Oh yeah, it is. it's quite dry and gross a lot of the time.
How come so much vegetarian food is dry and gross?
I don't know, man. I without sounding like an ignorant guy, just cause it's not meat, motherfucker. It's not bloody.
Changing my name to Chuck Steak.
Chucks. I'm gonna change my name to Upchuck because I eat so much steak.
Yeah, and so your colon's just impacted, and it's got to come out somewhere. Mouth.
Exactly.
I fucking untold stories from the ER episode about a guy who had a bezoar in his intestines.
What is a Beezor besides a fun word to say on a Sunday afternoon with your pal?
It's a clump of hair.
Oh,
it's a clump of like hair and material that doesn't digest and it just blocks your shit. Anyway, he went to the hospital because he was shitting out of his mouth.
My cat
Goober did not like that at all.
Couldn't believe that shit.
Not a fan of that story.
Well, let me tell you, if there's one place you don't want to shit from, Jay, it's your mouth.
I would 100% agree with that. There's not enough mouthwash in the world.
You know why?
Why?
Tongue.
Yeah. You have no choice but to taste it. That fucking South Park episode can fuck right off.
It's got to pass over every taste bud.
The ones at the back, that's where the kick. That's where you really feel it.
Those are the sour ones.
I hate this. I think I would just off myself, to be honest.
I would probably just stop giving myself Beezers.
Beezers for geezers. It's my charitable service for the elderly. I just force feed them hair.
Oh, and to what is the accomplishment?
They get sad.
Boy. Charity's weird.
Well, listen, it's better than fucking... I found out about this. There's this thing where you can like donate $20 to like a Vietnamese family and they get a bag of rice. I don't know if it's Vietnam specifically, but it's something like that. Because it's all child labor over there. And they essentially just like rice... They work all day for a bag of rice. The fucking kids. So it's like the idea being, okay, we'll take a day off from, human atrocities for a second so that you can and just eat. But apparently whatever company is in charge of that has just been taking the money and not giving rice to anyone.
Wow.
You never know. Like I kicked a couple bucks toward a pride campaign at the liquor store a couple times and like that same question, like, well, where's it really going? I hope it's not going to, like, forced sex change operations.
I also hope. Jesus Christ.
You try to do a good thing, and then, there's just somebody just in your dick making it bad.
I donate to Doctors Without Borders.
Nice.
Because I was walking to the liquor store.
Yep.
And they were like, hey, I know you. And I was like, no, now I have to donate.
Why does Doctors Without Borders know you? You spent a lot of time in Argentina?
Nah, just that individual was like, I know you from the internet.
Oh, good.
I was like, I'm on my way to the liquor store. Leave me alone.
You're mildly famous. Give me some money so that I can travel abroad.
Well, the fun thing about Doctors Without Borders is that sometimes they'll be like, we need more. Do you have more money? Is that okay to give more? And then I go, no, this is already too much.
I can't afford a Caribbean vacation, and neither should you.
$10 a month. You know how many coffees that is? That is 1.5. And boy, oh boy.
That one day of the month where you really need it, and you can't have it.
It's really
those fucking doctors had to build a school.
Yeah, and like, what are doctors building schools for anyway? I wouldn't trust a doctor to put a house together. Yeah, poke around in some guts, but... leave the concrete to the professionals.
Yeah, those aren't transferable skills.
No.
I don't care how many surgeries you've done. My foundation's going to fall apart if you're doing it.
Yeah. Like running 14 quarter-inch rebars through a wall of concrete with cement and wires. It's
Scalpel's not going to help you in that situation.
Yeah, it's different.
And like, you can't just stick your hand out and be like, okay, tin snips. To like a trades apprentice, they'll tell you to shut the fuck up and die.
Mm-hmm. And like, I wouldn't want to drink a beer with a doctor. That's for sure.
He'd probably just lecture you on your liver's health the whole time.
Doctors can't party.
Fucking mom doctor over here.
What are you doing with my $10 if you're not buying beers?
Oh my god. I don't like that you turned into a country singer just then.
Sorry. Ow. I hit my elbow.
Why would you do that?
Because I had to.
Well, welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club.
We got that all.
It's been a couple of weeks, so there was some catching up to be done.
There was a kink in the hose. And
we straightened that shit right out.
And now here it comes.
Filled that shit with warm water so that it didn't get all rigid and impossible to coil.
Mm-hmm. Also some millionaires died in a submarine. That was
good.
They
Guess what?
They went to the bottom of the ocean and popped.
Good. I don't know if they popped as much as they just sucked in forever. They just continued to suck inward until it was a ball.
You mean like anytime on a cartoon when somebody goes up their own anus?
Yes, exactly like that. The fucking Family Guy episode, just bouncing around, just to wrecked him in a face.
Yes, like Ant-Man when he goes into the quantum universe.
Sure.
Yeah,
I have not seen it.
you're kind of missing out.
Am I though? You know when Paul Rudd's funny? When he's not a main character.
No, he's pretty good at Ant-Man.
You stick Paul Rudd right in fucking front and center in your movie, and for some reason he stops being as funny as he could be.
Look, here's the problem. Jay has got the hots for Paul Rudd, and he just gets the shit charmed out of him every time he's front and center.
No.
Yep.
No.
And you just, whoa, charm the pants off me, why don't you?
Shrink yourself down and go into my penis hole. For fun.
Well, I would hope for fun. Anything else, and there should really be a real doctor involved. As long as it's just for fun, we're fine. All right, what movie did we do?
Well, thanks, Andrew, for the theme song.
Oh, also, yes,
Intro
thanks,
song,
thanks
whatever.
Andrew, for the theme song. Also, go to grindhousemovie.club.
Go right there. It's great.
It's good. It's good for
Good
you.
atmosphere.
It's good
Everyone's
on
like,
the palate.
cheers. Everybody knows your name.
Yeah.
Everybody being one or both of us, really.
And the poor chat bot in the bottom corner.
That poor chat bot.
People keep talking to, and I gotta tell you, that chat bot's kind of useless.
I'm not surprised.
You
If
know-
it's not filtering out racisms, what's the point?
Well, I don't know if it's doing that, but more or less, it just sends the messages to me, and then I don't check them.
You're talking to the guy who's got like fucking 12,000 emails in his inbox.
Hey,
That's not even an exaggeration.
one day I'm gonna need one of those emails.
Yeah, have fun.
Somebody's gonna be like, "Hey, we need to see the proof." And I'll be like, "Well, here's the proof. My cat's shitting in the background."
That's what that was. I wondered. It sounded like she was trying to put a table together. So this week we did Rec,
Wreck.
which is short for record. Spanish movie. Now I had to look up because I wasn't sure if this was shot in Mexico or actually Spain, and it's in Barcelona as it turns out. But if I had just watched a movie for 10 minutes, I would have known that because the police officers show restraint with their guns. So there's no way it's Mexico. Nobody's hanging from a highway overpass in this movie.
I don't know much about any of that. But what I do know
Cartel punishments.
is that I had to read a whole lot while we watched
There
this
was
movie.
a lot of reading.
I'm like a cat. You throw me in a bucket of water. I'm like, oh no. But with me, it's like you throw me in a library. I'm like, fuck, reading.
Shit!
Shit.
Scrambling around the porcelain.
Yeah. Oh, get me out of here. Just clawing at the glass.
Fucking, yeah, Spanish movie. This movie has an American remake.
Don't watch it.
Don't. It's
Or
got
do.
it's got the chick from Emily Rose in it.
Emily, is it Emily Rose?
It is. I don't know her real name. All I know is that she was in Emily Rose and then
Dexter's sister
in Dexter.
Oh, her.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, her.
It's called Quarantine because they just had to be on the nose about the fucking title of it.
Just touching yourself right on the tip top of your nose
Yup.
there.
And the ending of the movie, the literal ending of the movie, and also the same ending as the original, right there in the trailer.
Oops.
Watch the trailer, you've seen the movie.
Oh no. Oh no.
Try again. I think it was Blumhouse too. Uh-oh.
Oh, you know what?
Mr. Jason Blum.
I watched the new was it Sinister?
There's a new one.
No, not Sinister. What's the other one? The Red Door.
The Red
It
Door.
just came out. And it's got the guy from all those ghost movies in it. Where they're the Warrens, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Okay, so like The Conjuring, Insidious.
Yeah, Insidious. That's what it is.
Which one is the new Insidious? Shitty dumb guy with the keys for fingers?
No, he's not in it. It's called The Red Door.
Okay.
And
What's behind it?
lots of stuff. That's my story. I saw that. I got real high at the drive-in and I saw that.
How was it at the drive-in?
It was good.
All right. I have hated Insidious since like the second one. So I don't...
Don't watch this new one then.
Okay. I watched, I think it was number 3, where it's a chick with a broken leg and she ends up talking to a ghost through a wall or some shit. And I couldn't anymore.
I do remember that one.
That old lady is on her way out.
She's in this one too.
Yeah? She's going to be in the further in like a month and a half.
Yeah, they do call it that, don't they?
It's a dumb name, too.
Well, it's better than the Upside Down.
The Upside Down is also stupid. Wait, just call it Hell.
No.
Just call it Ghost Hell.
The Nether.
That's fine. I would take Nether. Nether's all right.
Well, then let's play some Minecraft.
It's just the problem is people from Amsterdam get upset. They're like, well, my country's not that bad.
Ah, you bastards.
This movie is about a kindly young lady doing a fucking fly-by-night TV show called While You're Asleep, which, change it.
Yeah.
Take that title and change that.
While you were asleep is when you have 100% of your nightmares.
That's true.
It's also when you're most likely to get broken into.
Yep, and have things happen to you that you don't like. I wouldn't be watching a show called While You're Asleep. I assume it would be about people traipsing around a house at night.
So I watch basically that. It's called Doorbell News, and it's on YouTube. And it's ring doorbell footage of people trying your doorknob.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I can't think of too many things I hate more.
I want a ring doorbell, but I'm afraid of getting one because I'm afraid of seeing that happen.
Yes.
So it's kind of a double-ended sword.
Ignorance is bliss in this case.
Yeah.
I'd rather not know than know that somebody's trying my door at 3 a.m.
If I'm gonna have a double-ended sword, I want Darth Maul's lightsaber, you know?
Yes. Now, and then it's like a butterfly knife. You're gonna hurt yourself before you hurt anybody else.
What? No. Trust me, I've got the skills. I've got the power of anime and Jesus on my side.
A guy that I used to work with had cameras for his front porch, and he rented out his basement to a bunch of college students. Anyway, got great footage of a chick coming back drunk and pissing 1.5 feet from his truck.
That's pretty cool.
On the driveway.
That's respectful.
How do you not notice the camera before you just start pissing?
Well, I had that happen to my work, but it was with feces.
That's worse.
And they put some leaves on it like we weren't going to see it.
Was it in broad daylight?
It had to have been. It's on a main street.
I hate where you live, let me tell you, and work.
Do you have 2 sentences or less for this?
You've heard of Jennifer's body, now get a load of Jennifer's dog. Because the dog is the problem. Well, there's a couple problems in the building.
Okay.
There's a couple disease-related problems in the building, and the dog happens to be one.
I thought you were talking about the horrible old hag at the end.
Yeah, there's also that. That is a possessed person, I believe.
Well, I tell you what.
Because they play that tape recorder, and it's like incantations from the Book of the Dead.
Well, you put a shirt the fuck on.
Yeah, put a shirt on and don't have your... You know, if you're going to have your tits out, make them look nice.
If there was like an award show for these kinds of movies, and this one would win like least best nude scene.
You get to see, a fucking a gangly old woman. And
gangly old ganglies. Ganglin. Just right there for you to see.
Ganglin in the breeze. This is a nice grandma upskirt.
Oh, I'm glad you saw it too.
Oh yeah, I couldn't not.
I paused to write something and I looked up and I was like, that's a fucking camel toe.
It sure is.
Holy moly.
And some pretty questionable implications because the 7-year-old child is sick with a disease that she got from a dog.
Dogs get sick.
She's at least kissing that dog.
You're gonna say dogs aren't gonna lick your face?
I mean, they also lick buttholes.
They sure do.
Their own, other dogs.
That's why I'm not letting
yours if you have peanut butter.
Hey, all I'm saying is that's why I don't let dogs lick my face.
Yeah, man.
Cats,
well, I mean,
absolutely.
Well,
that's
it's
fine
not.
with me.
It's not really much different.
No, it's quite different.
Okay.
All right, my 2 sentences is people who live in a building without an elevator are as shitty as the walk up to their apartment. Everybody in this movie.
You're worse the higher up you go.
Yeah.
Like, if I have to climb more stairs to get to you, I hate you already.
Exactly.
Yeah, I get it.
Everybody in this movie is shitty in their own way.
I will say that very often the best found footage horror movies have a derailed premise. So the whole point of this movie is she's shadowing firefighters for this TV show that one old man watches probably. Because it's on in the middle of the night.
It's definitely public access.
Yeah, and shit hits the fan in a building. Troll Hunter. We're just fucking college students filming some shit about a guy hunting. Oh, there's trolls. You know?
Yeah.
If it starts off as something that has nothing to do with how it ends up, I prefer that. Because it's found footage. Like, the whole point is that, you know, you're supposed to be, like, shocked and surprised by the outcome.
Right.
So knowing what you're doing, I'm going to look for ghosts. Oh, I found some. Like, that's not as good to me.
So what you're saying is we're not going to watch that movie with the ghosts?
Oh, no, we are. Eventually, we will.
Well, that's good.
And then we'll watch the sequel so that I could give a shout out to Peter Chow.
And then we'll watch a bunch of ghost adventures where they shush constantly. Holy. I watched that recently, and it's just like, shh.
Yeah. Every 30 seconds in a basement. What was that? Shh. You shut the fuck up. Stop asking. It's also Zach Baggins loves to just say it's the paranormal.
Here we are.
It's like when you can't explain a scientific principle, so you just go it's science.
Mm-hmm. Everywhere is the portal to hell.
There can only be so many, dude. It's not like a set of bus stops.
Here we are at another haunted house. Some might call it a portal to hell.
Here's another one.
This doorway is a portal to hell.
Weirdly high concentration of these in black areas.
Everywhere is a portal to hell.
Fucking like 5 episodes in Atlanta, Georgia.
Is there?
I probably.
I stopped watching it.
There's one where it was like it's also on My Ghost Story, I think it's called. Where it's just like generationally, a bunch of families have moved into this house and been haunted. And he bought it.
Of course he did.
So he now just owns that. He's like the fucking Warrens. He's got a whole like room of memorabilia of like possessed shit.
Well, look, when you only do one thing, you really gotta lean into it.
Go ham on that one thing.
Because at one point he was like the Chris Angel of paranormal spooky shushings.
That's 100% accurate.
All right. Well, so this movie starts with a lady fucking up her lines and
fucking up her lines and running out of breath, even though it's her job to talk.
I'm not proud to say I paused it to actually try and read what she was saying.
Yeah.
She's just fucking her lines up.
Yep. She does it a couple times.
Yep. And I paused every time to to read it, and I was like, oh, I didn't need to read this.
I appreciated that whoever did the subtitles for this one, they were a little bit more coherent than Troll Hunter. Like I wasn't sitting here like guessing what people meant by the text.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we cobbled that movie together quite well. I think we're gonna do that here as well.
Yeah,
quite well. So yeah, we're trailing firefighters tonight on While You Were Asleep.
Take this quite good looking, probably mid-20s woman and throw her in a fucking shark pit.
Hell yeah.
Bunch of dudes. She fucking goes into the dining room when they're eating and everything stops so that they can just look at her.
Oh man, if you pause it,
This is Manu and Alex, and Alex, I don't know if he's capable of not having a creepy stare when there's a female present.
Yeah, I think about 3 minutes in, when they're at the dinner table, if you look, one guy's just like
staring.
Yeah.
Ogling, if you will.
I think it's the most rightest guy at the table, like midway through the screen, and he's just like,
this is the first time I've seen a woman in a decade.
It is very much like that, yes. There's this fire chief's showing her around, and like immediately she's like, hey, look, if this is shitty, just cut.
Yeah.
And immediately, like as soon as he starts describing his job, cut.
Peace.
Yep.
Because boring. And she even at one point is just like, this is boring.
Yeah.
Maybe scout your location first to see if it's going to be quality reporting.
Maybe just, don't put that in your show.
Also that, yeah.
I think
this is the rough edit, I think.
People are well aware of the concept of like the cutting room floor, right? Like that's something everybody knows. Not everything's going to make it to air.
No, and nor should it.
No.
You sitting in a hallway waiting for somebody to need help with a cat in a tree. I could do without it.
Yeah. The chief describes their nights as like a lottery thing where sometimes there's stuff, sometimes there isn't.
I wouldn't describe it as a lottery personally because I don't think anybody wins when the firefighters show up.
Yeah, no.
I think it's because everybody is losing.
Because they make it seem very much so like when they win the lottery, somebody's life is going up in flames. Like that's like it fucking sucks until there's something that happens.
Yeah.
Boy, oh boy, I sure hope nothing bad happens, but dear God, can something bad please happen? is like the first
Otherwise,
15
it's
minutes.
just basketball and push-ups for 3 days at a time.
Boy, oh boy, that place has got to stink.
Yes, dude, a bunch of sweaty Spanish. Couldn't even get through it.
We're just loitering. We're fucking loitering around, waiting for somebody's like family photo albums to start catching fire.
Let's go harass the receptionist.
Yeah, let's talk shit about the receptionist really loudly.
Right outside the reception. Right outside the office.
Where they're being silent and can hear everything.
And it's very quiet in this fire station.
And then let's wonder why one of them leaves immediately as soon as you come in.
Yeah, right?
Nah. What's wrong?
Mm-hmm. I don't know how the fuck they agreed. How do you get this? How do you... Is it because it's just too fucking... It's a chick and a cameraman. How are you pulling an overnight interview at a fire station?
I don't know.
Better be swinging that neck.
Ew. Like an ostrich. Wrap it around the dick.
Like a giraffe.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like they must have been tricked into thinking the show was more important than it was.
They must have, yeah.
Maybe it airs on like...
Oh, you guys sent out the skeleton. Like, I imagine your crew is a whole lot larger. No. It's us. It's just us, and I do this at home.
It's in Always Sunny when they have like the camera duct taped to the flashlight.
This fucking cameraman loves turning the light on at the most inopportune moments also.
Oh, he does,
His
yeah.
favorite thing to do is illuminate things nobody wants to see.
Oh, man, is there something
like
horrible
a bloody old lady.
with her...
With her puss almost out. Let's just say what it is. She got nothing on but a nightie and 2 big underwear because she's a grandmother. That's like the outfit of grandparents. Story. That's what it is.
Oh my god.
If you're if you're a grandmother, it's a fucking nightie and huge lacy underwear. And if you're a grandfather, it's no shirt and a bathing suit.
Interesting. Well, you know, I'm gonna take your word for it.
I live with them.
I was gonna say I feel like you would know. Everybody, just listen.
Trust me on this.
He's spitting facts, no cap.
I've seen a lot of hairy stomachs in my day.
I'm sorry. All right, so we're playing basketball. Alarm goes off.
Bing,
Thank
bing, bing.
God, I thought this movie was going to be all basketball.
This woman is such an idiot. She's got one opportunity in her life to use a fire pole and chooses not to.
Yeah.
No, we'll take the fucking stairs.
You're telling me you've been traipsing around for hours and you not once...
The single fun thing in this whole fire station, and you're just like, nah.
Yeah, I don't want to slide down and make a cool intro for the thing. No, I'm going to be like, hey...
It would be a great bumper.
Oh, it would be.
You know?
Tonight while you were sleeping, I slid down a pole. And also, a lady's house burned.
Well, this call is about a lady that fell down in her apartment.
Yeah.
Now, there is a medical intern in this building who essentially runs it, and you'd think that he would be on top of that.
You would think that they would have a building manager and not a doctor who's going to be away all of the time. You would think that maybe a building manager.
The most important part of this apartment arrival scene is some woman insisting on sticking her face dead center in the shot.
Is it the host?
I think it's the mom. She's just like, she's fucking, her whole face is in frame all the time when it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I believe it. There's a lot of people scattering around. So before they get to the building, it's very clear that the host and the cameraman are holding them up. Like, she can't get in the truck. She has to gear up and shit.
Yeah, dude, like, it's an emergency. We gotta get the fire. She can't even get the fucking door open.
And, like, while they're on their way, she's, like, trying to do, like, an intro for the show. And she's like, she stops midway. She's like, well, where's the sirens?
Mm-hmm.
Why aren't the alarms going?
Yeah, and then she gets upset that she said alarm instead of siren, but it's like, who cares?
Yeah,
it means the same damn thing.
Is this not dramatic enough? You're in a fire. You're going to a thing.
We're going.
You're going to a thing.
It's gonna be great.
So, yeah, they get there. Police are already on scene, apparently, and they're like, "Hey, do you think it's gonna be dangerous?" I don't know. We'll see.
Just get in there. I want you to know that the biggest question that I have with this film is, why did the police let the firefighters and reporter go into the building, knowing full well they were going to seal it off completely?
Shh.
Oh, I have to shush. I'm sorry. Sorry, Zach.
It's paranormal.
Yeah, it's the paranormal.
Yeah, that's a great question because one ends up being like a government agent or something, right?
Yeah.
Who's like in on what's going on the
He
whole time.
is, but he's not also.
He's like he read the subject, but he didn't actually open the email.
Yeah. Oh, I have to go to this building. Okay, good. And then missed the part at the bottom right before the signature that said, also, we're going to lock you in there.
Yeah. Oh, nobody in, nobody out. But I get to go out. Right?
No, it turns out.
Like, just like I can leave though, right? Though I
no, you can't. Uh-oh, whoopsie. Also, they knew that they were going to seal the building off for sure because the dog went to the vet.
The dog went to the vet.
And that's where the illness came from. So everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
Why else would there be police on scene? It's just a lady that fell otherwise.
Yeah, I feel like an ambulance should have been on scene.
Probably.
If it was just a lady who fell.
Spain.
Well, yeah, I don't know how it works there. It.
I read on the trivia page that the longest shot in this movie is 17 minutes. That's impressive.
That is actually, I didn't even notice.
It's impressive because they made it entertaining for 17 minutes.
Yeah, you figured it would have been boring as hell to watch. If not.
Yeah, and it's not. There's honestly not a whole lot of like boring shit in this movie. Things are happening pretty often,
and it's only like an hour long.
Yeah,
I watched it this morning again,
which was fine.
Yeah,
it's a good length for something like it's a good length for a single location movie. You know. Don't walk around in the woods for 45 minutes doing nothing.
Or do.
Last broadcast.
Oh, yeah, no, don't.
See?
See?
I
was thinking.
Don't just shoot your camping trip.
No, please do, because we need episodes to get angry about.
Oh my fuck. Fine, fair enough.
Well, so yeah, here we are. We're heading up to what is supposed to be an old lady who's fallen.
Yeah.
And we don't know anything about it. She could be nude in the tub, but let's invite the nation in.
Everybody's gonna come in and film it. Also, despite the fact that there is a case with keys to every apartment, we're gonna break the door down.
Yeah.
All right. I will say Angela, which is the name of the reporter host woman, pretty convincing performance. She's a decent actor. They bust the door down and she jumps, and I mean, I feel like that was just what happened.
Probably.
I feel like that was a real ass
It's probably a little loud noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, they break the door down, and they're just wandering around this apartment. This lady's not responding. So it's good. Let's bring the camera crew in.
Yeah, we will.
Absolutely.
If she's dead, we got footage.
And if I am ever old and I fall in the shower.
Yeah.
And the first thing I see coming to my rescue is a camera.
A very bright light in your face?
Yeah, I'm probably going to request that I don't be part of the broadcast.
At all.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not going to sign this waiver, guys. My dick was out.
Yeah, I fell on it.
I feel like I shouldn't need to say more.
This isn't a good look for me right now.
Very indisposed.
I wasn't expecting company.
This is not my Sunday best.
Jesus. So yeah, here we are. We're just looking for this lady who's just standing at the end of the hallway acting like an NPC.
Well, thank fuck that the cameraman shed some light on this horrifying situation.
Yeah.
I'm really appreciative of that.
Yeah, if I didn't see the old lady from Twister, you know who I'm talking about?
Aunt May.
Yeah, Aunt May from Twister. If I didn't see her having a fit covered in blood, this wouldn't have been a good movie.
Oh, man. Great scene. She brings out these steaks. And, where'd you get these steaks from? Did you see my cows out front? No.
And then later she's crushed by a building.
And her dog lives, though.
Oh, yeah. She dies, doesn't she?
I don't think so. I think the last we see of her is she gets taken away in an ambulance.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, I'm just going to take my car. And then somebody's like, your car is about 100 feet that way, upside down.
Fuck. Twister's such a good movie.
It is. I talked my way out of sex once because of Twister. Brought a girl over. Twister was on TV. Nothing happened because Twister was on TV.
Where's my truck? Oh, man. One day we'll just do Twister. It's a horror movie.
I mean, tornadoes are scary.
They are. They're quite scary.
Helen Hunt's faces as well.
Oh, boy. Bill Paxton, R.I.P.
Yeah. He's chasing storms in heaven now. Fuck.
He was in other things.
Yeah, he sure was.
Couldn't tell you which one.
Alien.
Oh.
He's the guy at the knife hand scene. They hold his hand down and the fucking android's doing the knife super fast, like in between the fingers.
I'd probably have to see the movie first.
Oh, well, I would recommend seeing Alien.
I fell asleep.
Fair enough.
It's such a long fucking intro.
It is.
Oh my god.
Not a whole lot happens for a minute.
No. Yeah. So I forget where we are, but
Bloody old lady.
Yeah, right.
Who rips the neck out of a police officer, and that was good special effects.
Oh yeah. So the policeman's like, "Oh, don't worry, guys. She's just covered in blood and clearly having something wrong with her." turns his back to her, and that's when she hugs him to the ground.
Hugs him to the ground, and apparently she's quite hungry.
Oh yeah, she sinks her teeth right in there, and they like pull her off, and she gets like a fat mouthful of bacon.
Mm-hmm. And you get to see all that shit like get ripped out.
I feel like if there was a paramedic on scene, he would have been like, hey, don't.
Yeah, probably leave that on.
Yeah, hold on now. Let me...
We gotta burn it off later like a leech.
Yeah. So, yeah, we got this bloody, distressed woman just biting people. I think she gets shot.
So we gotta... two people get attacked there. One in the neck, one in the face. And we gotta take them back downstairs to get out. And I don't know how we're so clearly hearing police sirens inside of the stairwell of a closed building, but it's like the cop car is inside the building.
Well, maybe it's a nice building made out of marble, and the sound really bounces, carries. This whole time, the police have been like, "Hey, stop filming."
Yeah.
And then as soon as this lady attacks the cop, they just give it up. They get.
There's more pressing issues than being recorded at the moment.
They're done being respectful, and they just start jamming the camera into like the middle of everything.
You want to get the good angle.
Well, yeah, we want to see that mouth.
On the topic, I will say as well, this is how to do shaky cam. Have that shit jiggling all over the place as long as you're still getting the important footage.
Yeah, actually shake the camera at the time you're recording.
Yeah, instead of afterward.
Yeah.
With a program.
It looks bad.
It's never convincing and it's always obvious.
Yeah, you've got the smoothest, shakiest hands I've ever seen. How do you get so smooth and shaky all at the same time?
It's so weird how you have Parkinson's except for when you can just stop on a dime.
Mm-hmm. That's really nice. It's considerate Parkinson's.
You fucked. It's considerate Parkinson's.
The host ruins like half of this just by like being in the middle of the shot trying to narrate what's going on. But
yeah, you don't really need to. Just let it speak for itself.
Yeah, we get it.
I have eyes.
We're watching. We're there in the moment with you.
I think I don't know really what her function is as a character because she doesn't really do a whole lot other than just like be around and yell. Everybody else is really like carrying the discoveries and like the actual useful information. I think probably that's just supposed to be like an extension of the viewer.
Probably. I feel like at the end of the movie, you wouldn't have want the cameraman to just walk in there and be like, "Oh, look at all this stuff I'm talking out loud." Like you need somebody to be like, "Hey, cameraman, look at all this shit."
The cameraman is supposed to be the silent observer.
Yeah, exactly. That's what the fuck she's there for. So we're at the bottom of the stairs and we figure out that, hey, nobody's getting out of this shit alive.
Nobody gets out alive from the derelict Spanish building with the sick child in it. Also, let me tell you, after seeing that bloody old lady, if you tell me that your daughter has a fever, guess what? End of daughter.
Yeah, definitely would have just hucked her over the side.
100%. Telegraph that. Like, yeah, my daughter's sick and she's on antibiotics. We had a sick dog as well. Oh, yeah? What's going on with that bloody old lady up there? I don't know, but, she keeps fucking around with my daughter and dog.
She seems quite unwell.
Yeah.
TBH.
Also, tonsillitis doesn't give you herpes.
Tonsillitis doesn't give... That's true. I don't think tonsillitis causes you to projectile vomit blood.
No, not that either. Well, I certainly hope not.
I've never had it.
I still got mine.
I think I have mine, too.
I'm missing out on ice cream.
You can have ice cream without... Like, that doesn't...
No, there's rules.
Shit, I've been breaking them.
Fuck.
I'm a little rule breaker.
I'm calling the police.
We get to the bottom of the stairs, and then, like, it takes the doctor a super long time to be like, I'm a doctor.
Maybe say that right away.
Yeah, there's like shit's going down, and he's like, okay, I'm a doctor.
All right. I mean, I'm just an intern, but I know.
First of all, I'm in charge of this building and giving needles at the hospital when the doctor says it's okay. So, shut the fuck up and listen. I've got all the keys somewhere.
Not very easily accessible. I have to break a window to get at them, even though I'm in charge of the building.
Yeah, you would think I would have the keys for the door, but nah.
So, this cop, the agent, as is described by the subtitles, there's one thing about... Let me tell you something, this is going to sound racist.
Uh-oh.
Is it bizarre to you to see an Asian person speak Spanish? It is, isn't it? It's not a combination that you'd think.
No comment.
Well, there's a kindly Asian family in this movie, and they speak Spanish. I was not expecting that. I was expecting an Asian language.
Huh, well... I think you're racist, yeah. I didn't put that together until you said it.
Oh
so
my God.
Thanks for putting that thought in my head.
It's a very interesting combination. I don't think it occurs all that often. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm allowed to say it.
So apparently there's a fucking textiles workshop behind some metal shutters in this apartment building
which is bizarre.
It is.
Also the implications.
Well, what's a textiles workshop? I don't know.
Textiles.
It's fabric, isn't it?
I believe looms are involved.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And you have one Asian family in the building.
Well, I mean, you got Juan Waters as well.
Is that his name?
That's what I'm calling him.
Because that's what the fuck he is. Oh my God. I'm so happy you said that. Holy shit. I may have also written down Juan Waters at some point.
I hope so.
How do you not, with that fucking mustache and the slicked back hair and the obvious gayness? That's what it is. Spanish John Waters.
Spanish John Waters.
Also, fuck this guy. He's like the most high maintenance person on earth.
He's also racist too.
Yes, he is. Oh, what does he call the Asian family? Like undesirables or something?
I don't quite know, but he says a lot of things.
Fuck.
So while we're looking at this metal door where there's apparently a whole workshop behind,
but my daughter has a fever. Thud.
Oh my God.
Hard thud.
First of all.
And splat.
Hard thud, splat. But like, also about, because I knew it was coming when I watched it today, I realized something about maybe a minute before that happens. Guy goes, looks straight up. Just one of the people in the back, one of the firefighters is like, let me take 2 steps back and look straight up real quick.
There were almost 2 dead bodies on that floor.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. So while everybody's arguing, all you hear is, and it's just splat.
Dude, that face is gone
for no reason.
It doesn't make any sense.
No.
I actually forgot that there was somebody still upstairs.
Yeah. Like, did he jump? Did he get pushed?
My assumption,
because it's hilarious.
Yeah,
like,
well, I mean that.
You know on iCarly when Gibby hits the floor like that?
I don't.
Well, you don't, but somebody at home probably does, and now they know exactly what just happened. Because it's that, but a little boy, little round boy.
Oh, okay.
But
I was like, that was a man.
Oh yeah, well, this is the man version of that little round boy.
So my assumption is that because this guy was put in charge of handling the old lady that they didn't bring down because they were too worried about no face and no neck. So I think probably he got thrown over the side by her. That's what I figure anyway.
Yeah, probably.
But let's go back up and investigate. Now here's my problem. You've already made probably the most entertaining episode of your shitty fly-by-night 3 a.m. public access TV show. Maybe stay in the lobby. You got footage.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have to go back up to the horrifying apartment that just has a young girl in it for no reason. Wait, like, are you sacrificing young women to this old lady?
It seems like it might be that way.
So they fucking go in there, and then she just runs out and dies, and then right behind her, old lady standing like a scarecrow in the night.
Yeah. Yeah, this young lady, I don't know where she came from, but she got bit on the arm.
Yeah.
And then you never see her again, really.
Well, she dies.
And then, like, her dead body is gone.
That's
later.
true. I don't know where that went.
I do.
I assume they're feeding it to that upstairs monster.
I feel like everybody was having some. There's a whole house. It's a building of sick fucks.
And this is when I realized that it wasn't in Mexico or the United States, because that old lady standing there covered in blood obviously just committed a murder and multiple assaults, and she doesn't get lit up right away. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking cops in Texas would have blown her to bits like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah. I really love too that earlier in the film people described this old lady as the weird old lady upstairs.
Keeps trying to give my daughter Jennifer candy.
Yeah, I really wish she'd stop. So yeah, that's I flip my page around here. So I think we're getting into the textile workshop. We
for some reason
we got that door.
This old lady getting blown away gets rewinded and played again.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And I was like, you don't need that. I saw it.
But like the lady, the host needs to see it because holy moly.
Great.
Know? Oh, you don't think holy moly?
I mean, no, I do think I would spare her. I would spare her the horrors of the situation if necessary.
They tried, and she screamed.
Yeah. All right. Fine. Well, then it's her own damn fault.
Yeah. Anyway, holy moly. Yeah, she demands to see it rewound and played again. I would too.
All right. Fine.
And so, I mean, like you said, it's like the best episode of their shit. She's like, did you get that?
I mean, she's obviously editing it her damn self. She'll get to see it eventually anyway.
Fine.
It ruined the immersion for me. That's all.
All right. That's fine. So we were in the textile workshop.
Yeah.
And and I don't know, just BNC protocols being called out.
Intern Doc is sort of tending to people who are clearly becoming zombies by the way that their eyes are fluttering and rolling in the back of their head, and I don't know why you're not putting them out of their misery right now.
Yeah.
Because I would. I know somebody turning when I see it, all right?
Yeah.
Get the axe, you're firemen.
They're clearly they're having a bad day.
Yeah.
And you have to at least talk to them, but shoot them in the face. I think.
Mm-hmm.
In this occasion,
trust me, this is necessary.
What we've seen,
bam.
Like you've already killed somebody. Who's gonna stop you? You've got the gun.
Yeah,
and
man.
you're locked in. The back door's been sealed. We're calling a BNC protocol,
which stands for biological, nuclear, or chemical. I don't know, problem.
Somebody rattles that off, and pretty suspicious that you know what that is.
Well, it says it's the fireman explains it.
Oh, is it a fireman? Okay,
yeah.
I thought it was like the
Manu,
agent,
I think his name is
the agent that we didn't know was an agent.
The agent that's really just not doing his job at all, unless his job is to be baffled.
So the new plan is to get the fuck out of this textiles workshop.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go jump out a window.
Real quick, we're gonna interview Jennifer about her tonsillitis, which is just like she's just a tension prop the whole movie. You're like, okay, when is she gonna turn into a screaming nightmare?
Yep. Yeah.
5 minutes from now or an hour from now? Which one?
They do a whole interview so that I think you can feel bad for her when you realize that she's the carrier or the main problem.
Exactly.
As soon as my daughter's sick, I'm like, well.
Bye.
It's the daughter.
Put her in a bag.
Yep. Put her in the bag. Send her down the river. Oh, so yeah, we get to this office window, and guess what?
Oh, well, you can't get out that way.
No, you can't.
Also, why haven't we started just breaking windows out of this place by now? Because that's what I would be doing.
Because the government asked you politely not to.
Yeah, at gunpoint.
Hey, back up from the windows a little bit, guys.
I'm gonna put this sheet over it. I don't know what that is, but they have some kind of way of making that a sealant. I don't really know.
Yeah.
It looked like he had a squeegee on the other side. It's just flattening it down.
They fog the windows is all.
Yeah.
They put privacy fog on.
You can shower now and nobody's going to see your naked ass.
And it's probably just so that people in the street don't see them
dying slowly.
Yeah. And so this is where everybody starts asking the agent. They're like, yeah, there's an agent in there with you. He'll answer all your questions. 3 people ask him like, "What's up?" And he pulls a gun. He's like, I'm overwhelmed. Get out of here.
Naturally,
Get out of my face.
I guess there is a little bit of relation to United States Police Force in that the answer is to pull the gun out.
Yeah, when 3 people ask, "What's going on?"
Can you just like let us in on the situation?
Is this where I park my car?
Gun.
Right in the face.
Yeah.
And then he's also mad that somebody's like, "Well, you're in here with us." He's like, shit, I am in here with you.
Damn it.
Fuck.
I guess I better put this gun down.
I guess I better put this goddamn gun down.
We're going to have to share a dinner table at some point before this is over. I don't want any bad blood.
So, I guess there's first aid in the basement for the bites.
Yes.
I put first aid in quotation marks there.
We get a really cool scene of a doctor putting a needle in a man's face.
Well, he's an intern. That's all he does.
I did not like that.
Well,
and then also the Jennifer interview, like my thought was, it's not really the time to separate because she's trying to interview just the daughter, and the mom keeps interjecting. She's like, "Can you just shut the fuck up for a second so that I could talk to your underage child?"
Yeah. Let me talk to this dying girl.
And it's like, I don't know if this is the most opportune time to be separating a mother from her daughter, or vice versa. Maybe have them together for the interview.
Yeah.
You know,
it's gonna be the child's last few hours. Probably want them to spend it with their mother. You're right. That's very nice of you. So we get the fucking I called him John Waters in Spanish. But it is the Chinese family that he finds unsavory. His name is Caesar.
The most egregious part to him is that they eat raw food.
All right. I'm just gonna read what I wrote.
Yeah.
Because this is the scene. All right. So Caesar's mom just died.
Yes.
And now he's alone and racist. Unprompted,
it's a double whammy.
Unprompted, he leans in and says, "Well, Chinese people eat raw fish and speak in Chinese or Japanese, a language I don't understand. And they leave their door open. It stinks." Is basically the gist of what he says to this. Oh my God.
Letting all the musk out from the Chinese apartment.
Or Japanese, I don't know which.
I mean,
this Chinese family, I don't know what they speak.
It's probably pretty straightforward.
Later in the movie, they speak Spanish.
They sure do.
The same language Juan Waters is speaking.
Yep, and he was not even going to give it the time of day. I can't understand it in your accent.
There's no fucking accent.
No, there's none. They're really good at speaking Spanish.
Oh my God.
He just wants the hallways to smell like fucking hair gel and some cologne that a pedophile would wear.
Later we see his apartment. It's questionable. It's real. Jay, his apartment is questionable. And does it come factory? Is it, or did he add on what he?
Oh, it was just like a bunch of pictures of nakeds.
I wasn't looking at that.
Okay.
I was looking at the cell.
Yeah. The cage that he's got there.
Yeah.
For some reason.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I think where are they? There's, oh yeah. Okay. So they're doing like a roll call. They're just trying to figure out who's here. And there's an old man and an old lady, and the old man is like sundowning because he's like, "Where am I?
Yeah. Help."
That is happening. Help me. And then I guess Caesar's just being racist. They figure out that the Chinese family has their father is sick in bed.
Yeah, so there's a lot of illness in this building.
Yeah.
This building is lousy with disease.
I don't know if we ever see the father.
I don't think so.
But they're like, "Bring him down."
Yeah.
Bring him down. And he's like, "He's dying. He's dying. He's gonna die in the stairs.
He's gonna make it down 2 flights and drop."
Yeah. So they're like, "Bring out the man." And then they figure, the daughter's sick too with tonsillitis, quote unquote.
And also a nebulous dog disease.
A dog disease. A disease for dogs.
I saw hazmat guys show up.
Yeah.
At this point, I wrote down, I appreciate the sparing use of glitch effects. Like, there's a couple in the movie, but it's not like every fucking 5 seconds there's a weird glitch in the film.
I feel like they did it to like signify the camera was actually like shutting off rather than they just cut the film.
Or like when somebody grabs it. You know?
That too. So there's like a doctor's coming in and he's in a hazmat suit, which let me tell you, doesn't make me feel good.
No.
Being the one in the building
And not in a hazmat suit?
Yeah. Why do you have to be in that suit? Where's my suit? Where's my suit?
Did you bring enough for the class?
You know what? Now you got no suit. Now you're in the fucking muck with us.
Welcome to hell. So he shows up, and a little film school for you here.
Oh my.
The distance of the cameraman from the conversation adds a fly on the wall perspective.
Ooh.
Which is articulated to the viewer, so you as an audience member, while not being a part of the conversation, still feel as though you are.
Oh, so you get to eavesdrop without eavesdropping.
That's right.
Because you know how everybody loves to not mind their own fucking business.
No, especially in this building, everybody's all up in each other's business.
This movie simulates it for you.
Yes, it does.
Ah, beautiful.
That's
beautiful.
Right. He is well aware of the dog, though.
Oh, yeah.
Which means that they knew, and they still let people into the building that they were going to seal off.
Yeah.
Whoops. Maybe stop them at the door next time. Hey, there's it's bad in there.
You know that dog? People. At one point, we just get a shot of the sick girl turning the camera on and smudging the lens up with her greasy, sick coffee fingers.
Her gross, disease-ridden fingers.
Just
fucking peanut butter and virus on those.
Smudge and jam. Yeah, so they like pick up the camera like, what the fuck? The camera's already on. Well, how did this happen? What did it do?
Weird.
Well, let's go film some death.
We'll film the first real zombie attack that happens in the checkup room around this time. Which, of course, why are you not strapping these people down? They're gonna turn into that old lady. You saw the old lady. She had the strength of like 10 men, like an orangutan.
Strap everybody down.
Just everybody gets strapped down. You know what? Another thing. Why aren't you just letting people go back into their apartments? Why do we all need to be dead center in the lobby where, evil can easily access us?
And also,
let me go home. It's right upstairs.
And anybody who isn't sick at this point is gonna get sick.
Yeah,
because
you're nearby the sick. So just go home.
Everybody go back to their apartments. We'll deal with this, and I'll come get you when we're done. And then they just blow the apartment up.
Yeah.
Boom.
Fine.
Done.
We're not planning on letting anybody out anyway. Yeah. Take a nap.
And just
at least you go out in a dream.
Door to door, just pop, 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 pop. It's
fine.
Anyway, so this
Jennifer fucking gets sick. Guess what? It's fucking zombie Jennifer time.
Yep.
And the idea that two grown men can't subdue a child, let me tell you, they fight with this kid for way too long.
They sure do manhandle that child later. There is a scene where it's just grown adults throwing a kid around.
Yup. I mean, she deserves it at that point.
There's also a bit in here where they go and like film the doctor looking at the bodies. They like over the edge, which is funny. They're like they climb up to like look in a window. But if you would have looked, you would see them through the window they're in front of.
Absolutely. Because that's how glass works.
Yeah, that's how glass works. Fogged or not, you still see the silhouette of somebody poking up through. Anyway.
Yeah. Does that look like a camera?
Hey, who's standing on a ladder out there? And this is where we learn that the reaction time depends on the blood type. So that's why some people turn instantly and some people don't. And then
there's your reasoning, I guess.
Yep,
fine.
I'm glad they at least had it.
Well, trolls can't process calcium.
Well, that works for me.
It sure does.
Thanks for thinking.
Also, it spreads through saliva, which horrible implications regarding Jennifer and her dog.
Jay, the old lady is also sick, and so is the old man.
Yeah, worse.
So what's happening in this apartment building?
Lot of kissing.
Why is the penthouse disgusting?
Why am I hearing ritual sacrifice upstairs at noon?
The fucking Vatican, that's why. So there's just, zombies being zombies.
Walking around, because so Jennifer fucking turns and then she runs, right? And so the one guy's like trying to find her, but he's just got a sledgehammer in his hand. He's like, what are you going to do to Jennifer?
I would
use the gun.
I would like the camera to follow that, please. I want to see how that one ends.
Fuck. Blast that old lady when they go back up to the apartment she's moved. And she comes back for just long enough to get fucking clocked in the face with the butt of a gun.
Oh,
So fucking hard.
is it a gun or is it the bad?
It might have been the fucking I
think it was the axe. That was the butt end of the axe.
Even better still.
Yeah, busts her fucking nose wide open, and this is where she falls, and well, you see her beaver. You see the whole damn thing.
This shit's on display.
Sure, it's cloaked, but the cloak is a tight cloak, and you see everything.
It's a very translucent curtain. I don't want to see that wizard. Oh fuck! You could stay behind there. It's fine. Let's click my heels together and go home.
Oh, it does fucking happen. Oh my god.
And this is when we get to see fucking Caesar's apartment, I guess.
Not quite yet. I think
I wrote nothing in the meantime.
Okay.
So hazmat guy goes up to get the fucking key to I don't know what.
The girl sprays her mom with blood.
Yeah.
They manhandled her, but I think they cuff the mom to the stairs in that time. And then they grab her. I can't remember if they grab the girl or if she gets upstairs.
I think she was in the apartment with the old lady.
Okay. And then I think that's they clonk the lady in the head after the cameraman turns the light on at the appropriate time.
Yes.
So that you see her
He's
looming.
got really good timing on that.
Yeah. I think the cop tries to give the girl a needle. That's what it is. They find the little girl.
Mm-hmm.
They flip the camera light on. She's there, and that's where they're like, "Well, give that girl a needle.
Make her day even worse."
You know, kids love needles.
Not even a lollipop in sight.
And then also, like, in the time it took her to spray blood out of her mouth and run upstairs, she's
worse.
I don't know if she's fallen into a pit of boiling oil, but she's got boils on her face.
Yeah.
The size of golf balls.
She does not. She looks like fucking Bruce Willis in Planet Terror by the time they get to her. Oh my
god, does she ever. So, yeah, this is the scene where they're just, like, throwing this kid around.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the firefighter gets bit.
Not Manu.
Yeah, and, the camera crew run into the old lady, from Twister. Yeah, sorry, this is where we are. And then, and then I wrote the words clamor toe, and I'm not proud. I'm not proud of what I put there.
Oh,
words.
no.
And then I don't know why I highlighted it. And I
you didn't want to forget. You made sure you couldn't.
I didn't.
That was a choice.
And then they hear gunfire and they all run downstairs. I don't know where the zombies were, but they were in the textile workshop somehow. Those
two, the face and neck guy, they got left there.
Oh, okay.
And then that's the first sort of zombie attack is from them.
All right.
So they're probably just still there.
Yeah.
Really cool shot. I'm not sure if it's now or I think it's after Manu turns. But they're running down the stairs, and the cameraman points up, and you just see fucking 15 zombies screaming.
Oh, yeah.
Rad.
Yeah, that was so good. I forget when that was, but I definitely noted that was a cool shot.
For some reason, I've written Shawshank Redemption here, and I have no memory as to why.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Well, because the zombies were, like, trying to crawl out from underneath the door? Because, like, they get that...
Oh, is there, like, a secret fucking hole in behind a poster or something in Caesar's room or something like that?
Maybe?
I don't know, it's just like a tunnel or some shit. Like, he just had a way out through his place.
Yeah. Maybe.
I think.
Well, he says he knows for some reason that there's a workshop with sewer access.
Yeah. That's why I wrote Shawshank Redemption right there. That's why.
All right. That makes sense.
All right, we're just going to have to crawl through the dirty shit sewer. Great. Can you imagine how many fucking... Tim Robbins should have stayed in prison. You come out the other side of that and you have every STD. Every single one.
That's where they're made.
It's prison shit.
Yeah. You think that... you think everybody's clean in there?
No, they're very not.
They're very not. They're brewing brand new ones every day.
We're all just fucking prisoners. We're all just butt disease scientists.
There's no PhD other than a pretty huge dick in that situation. And it just makes everything worse.
Oh, shit. A pretty huge dick.
So yeah, the zombies are getting that metal shutter door open that they've
Yeah.
pulled down so daintily. And this is when everybody just kind of like looks at each other. Look at the zombies. They look at the lady they've got handcuffed to the thing, and they realize, well, the cop who has the key is upstairs trying to give the sledgehammer to that child.
That's right.
So, good luck. And they all leave.
Yeah.
They just leave.
Everybody sort of just comes to the crippling realization that they're all dead.
Mm-hmm.
That they're all going to just die here.
Yeah.
All right, peace.
Yeah, have fun being handcuffed.
Yeah, with those zombies coming through.
And so they run upstairs, and I think they go to Juan Waters' apartment.
Yes. Now, I don't know at what point Juan Waters got so bloody.
Because the doctor got bit, and I think he had to like put Juan Waters had to put the doctor in his cell.
Yeah.
Which I at first thought was a bathroom until I saw that he had a metal gate that like shops have to keep break-ins out.
Like the ones that fucking like sandwich into itself.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of shits he's afraid of people seeing him take. That he has to have that kind of security on this like tile. It's not even a room. It's a hallway. It's a hallway with no doors. It's a long, thin room.
They're weird apartments for sure.
Yeah, like there's no way that came stock. What?
That's a home renovation right there.
Yeah, this was here when I got here. There was also a skeleton in the back. Like what is that? What's that for?
I have no,
what
I could
function
not
does
tell
that
you.
serve other than keeping people? He's got a gate on it, for God's sake.
Well, you know that he's not keeping people because he does not like the Chinese.
Well, he's not keeping those people. He'd probably keep children. I don't know.
Just a Cambodian helper boy. He looks like he would spend a lot of time in Thailand for business. That's what he says to his family.
His business is pleasure. With that mustache, all business is pleasure.
You know what they say. You do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
You keep a Silence of the Lambs hallway bathroom. You never have to go far for pleasure.
Ugh.
Yes.
Ugh.
Yes, I didn't like putting the sentence together myself.
Ugh.
Yeah. That's that.
So when Juan Waters gets fucking bit here, all right? This is what he has his revelation about being able to go through the sewers, but he stops to have his revelation in front of a door that he already said wouldn't hold. Maybe move.
He almost leans up on it.
Maybe
knowing full well there's a zombie guy right back there.
Maybe move away from the danger before you have your epiphany. This is the best thinking spot in the whole building.
It's got the best airflow, best light.
Yeah.
And it's the most
It's like that seat in the theater where the speakers are pointed directly at you.
Yeah. And so for all of his thoughtful intuition, he is
don't matter.
Yeah.
Don't fucking matter.
Yeah, grabbed right through the glass door in the bathroom. You know how glass holds.
I will also say, as far as zombie attacks in this movie, they all, like, there's no real, like, being overwhelmed by zombies much. Like, all of the real attacks are pretty personal and, like, intimate. Which, having only one angle, that's a good choice. Because if it was a fucking mob of zombies, it would just look messy, you know? And there's no, like, there wouldn't be any feeling there. But just having, like, one zombie pop up and, like, fuck one guy specifically.
Yeah. For sure. I did, like, it's a lot. I don't really give a shit when it's like a bunch of people ripping apart one guy.
Yeah.
Except in Dead Snow.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool if the effects are nice, you know?
If they have, like, nice choreography, they all just rip an arm off at the same time.
Yes.
I
think Dawn of the Dead also, I think, the 70s one.
Okay. Well, we'll see it eventually.
Yeah, we will.
With that racist ass ending. So, yeah, during that scene, the doctor's like, I got keys. They're in my apartment. Okay.
That's weird how you should have said that earlier.
Nah, just right now to you as I'm becoming a zombie. Good luck finding where I live. I'm not going to tell you.
Firefighter snaps an Asian man's neck like a goddamn stick of bamboo.
Yeah, he does. Oh, my God. He makes short work of that neck so that they can go check mailboxes to find out where the doctor lives.
Great.
Didn't ask him. I don't know why you didn't ask.
The whole Chinese family gets infected by, I assume, Dad.
Probably.
honestly.
Oh, I mean,
And this firefighter apparently has judo training because he's just fucking running around dispatching people at this point. So pissed off that he's bit, and he's like, whatever, dude. If I'm going down, guess what? So's everyone.
Chuck Norris.
Stay the fuck out of my way now.
Rambo.
Yep.
He just goes for it.
Doesn't care. Fucking
Neck snapping.
Van Damme in Bloodsport.
Arnold Schwarzenegger in all of them.
In any.
Collateral Damage.
Yeah.
Collateral Damage is a good one.
Is it, though?
It's good. Fine. True Lies.
Oh, Sixth Day.
He makes Steve Buscemi piss his
I
pants.
think it's called The Sixth Day, right?
I think there's a movie called that. Is it got Bruce Willis in it, though?
I think it's Arnold. There might be a couple.
Are you-
That one's it's about like time travel or some shit like that. Now, with that being said, you didn't say Total Recall, and you should have. Fucking end of that when they're just like on the surface of Mars and their eyes are bugging out and their heads get super large and it looks so silly.
Yeah, but it's not True Lies with Jamie Lee Curtis.
I don't think I've seen it. Is
It's
the only
good.
reason.
It's so good.
Is it?
It's good.
All right. I'll put it on the list.
You got to see that and Collateral Damage.
I have seen Collateral Damage.
Such a good movie.
There is a scene in Collateral Damage that's burned into my brain for some reason. I think it was because of my age, but when the building explodes and he's in the street and he gets blown off of his feet and he hits his face off of the pavement, but it's in slow motion and it's like bouncing. For some reason, that's just in my head forever, for the rest of my life.
I'll have to watch it again. I don't remember that. It seems like something I should remember.
So we're fucking running through this intern's house, barely checking anywhere for the keys.
Yeah, guess what? You know what? Honestly, the easiest thing to find in somebody's apartment is keys.
Because there'll be a hook right by the door, or a drawer right by the door.
Oh no, I'm being sarcastic.
Oh.
How the fuck are you gonna know where this guy's put all the keys to the... Like, you better put those in a safe spot. It's the keys to the whole building.
Right, to put a little sign that says, keys are in here. You know, that would have been good information on your deathbed to, like, yeah, the keys are in my apartment. They're in this drawer. You know?
And I live in this apartment.
Also that. Yeah.
No. Good luck. Good luck.
I'm pissed that I'm dying.
Lots of frantic key searching.
Enjoy your last-minute scavenger hunt.
I
Still managed to find it, though, regardless of how, like, it's not like a hide-a-key rock where it's clearly, obviously not a rock and there's a key under it.
Mm-hmm.
No, like, they could be anywhere at all.
And by the way, I don't know if you know this about keys. They all look the fucking same.
They sure do.
They sure-
Especially in an apartment building when there's several of the exact same key.
And if you're just grabbing a lump of keys,
Yeah.
you better hope those are the keys.
Yeah.
That could be his goddamn car keys. That could be his mom's house keys.
You're right.
What are you
There
doing?
might just be another set elsewhere.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. So they find keys. All the keys.
Yeah. 2/3 of the movie in,
And
zombies really start to hit.
Yeah. This is where they look down and we see zombies using the stairs.
Yeah.
That was a good shot.
Down, not up. My mistake.
Hey, it's you know.
We figure out which key works on this giant janitorial ring in the nick of time because of course,
Oh,
movie.
yeah.
It's got to be the very last possible second.
And they slam that door right in that zombie's face. By the way, they've gone up because they can't go down.
Yeah, we're going to get to the roof. Maybe a helicopter will airlift us up.
We're going to the penthouse.
We are.
So, you know, that old magazine that your dad might have in a garage box somewhere.
I'm surprised Juan Waters didn't have those.
I bet he did.
Yeah.
They were probably sitting outside of his spank room, which is that long hallway, and that's what I'm calling it, because it's tile, really easy to clean. So whatever mess he makes in there, he's probably just wiping
fine.
out.
Yeah, no, we just Lysol in a dish towel. It's all good.
Whatever he's rolling around in there.
Welcome to the Possession Penthouse, though.
Yeah, welcome to the... You know, penthouses are supposed to be the nicest one.
Mm-hmm. Chris Angel's right at the top of that fucking pyramid in Vegas.
Yeah, that's
His
what I
place
think.
is probably sick.
What I don't expect to see in a penthouse is a science laboratory and, like, is it pornographic cutouts, or are they just like...
I mean, it looks like that.
It might be. I don't remember. Most cutouts are pornographic.
I think it's just illustrations of whatever creature's being made up here, just slowly morphing into something far worse than it was previously.
Yeah.
Plenty of research on demonic possession. Like,
leave it to the Vatican to just blanket possession over everything.
Now, this intern doctor...
Sure. Call him what you want.
He's not dumb. I imagine a couple people in this building are not dumb, all right? You're not noticing the dude, like, fucking screaming about Satan at all hours, making fucking recordings as he walks down the hallway with a demon, like on a fucking leash. Nobody goes, hey, that's weird up there. Why does it smell like bones? Why does it smell like bones in a pot up there?
What kind of broth are you making?
It wasn't the Chinese family Juan was smelling.
Oh, but he assumed it was fucking racist. Yeah. He got what was coming. He got what was the fuck coming. So, yeah, they got like this...
Cameraman's name is Pablo, by the way. I wrote it down once.
Hey, I don't even think I referenced him once in my notes, so here we are.
Hearing all these fucking noises and goes, it must be the pipes. You're not paying attention to anything, sir. I don't know if you've noticed hell all around you.
That's something you say when you live in the building and you want to give an excuse as to why your building is making shitty sounds all the time.
Yes, that's something a fucking landlord says to get you to rent.
Yeah, oh, the pipes are good. They're just noisy. And anytime somebody's screaming, that's the pipes.
It finds a tape recorder and hits play. Here's my problem. Have you not seen Evil Dead? You don't do that. You don't play a recording in the demon room.
No.
All right? That's how they show up.
That's bad news.
It is. You're going to get them right out of the woods with that shit.
So
it's like a dinner bell.
I get where you're going with this. Like you think when they hit that play button, that's like summons the demons.
Well, this one is just the guy's research, right? But every other movie that has a tape recorder in a demon room, that's the demon summoning recorder. That's what that shit is.
You're not wrong. So yeah, they hit play and we hear, God damn, we hear just some shit about the Vatican having like a girl up in some attic. And...
this guy's trying to find a vaccine for this disease that he himself has unleashed into the building.
And he calls it possession.
Yeah.
Or at least he just has a lot of things about possession around, a lot of Jesus Christ stuff. A lot of pictures of the man JC.
I don't, I can only assume that this fucking weirdo thing that lives in this attic touched the dog at some point. And then the dog comes to fucking Jennifer and goes, hey, kisses. And that's how shit hits the fan. I don't know how the fuck else this disease is spreading. Unless this guy, in his attempt to find a vaccine for it, has just been, like, dropping it into soda water for people.
Or
trying to be real friendly, like, I made this drink for you. Drink it.
Well, hold on now.
Either that or he's making out with Chinese dad. I don't...
At the risk of sounding ignorant.
Yeah.
You said they're in Barcelona?
That's correct.
Is that that's Europe, right?
Spain.
It's okay, Spain. Maybe they don't... Maybe okay, hear me out. Do they do that thing where they kiss twice on the cheek to say hello?
I would say so, yes. I believe that's a pretty Spanish/Italian thing to do.
That's the problem.
Yep, nailed it. Too many greetings. Stick with the handshake or the fist bump, because COVID.
Even the elbow touch is a whole thing. So you would think like on the last thing on like the Vatican's schedule would be like a science kit. You know, like
I'm pretty sure they're dubious of that.
Yeah, so this guy's got a lot of beakers for working for the Vatican.
Yeah, a lot of beakers, and I didn't see too many rosaries around.
No,
maybe like a couple, but I mean, you're doing it wrong.
So he sealed the sick girl away.
Here's the thing, right? So like I was saying with the fucking recorder, right? He hits play, and then the attic pops open. All right,
it sure does.
So it's the same shit. You're not. Don't ever hit play on a tape recorder in a house with ghosts in it.
Yeah, Evil Dead. The basement pops open.
Evil Dead, fucking House of 1,000 Corpses. That they hit the play on the thing when they're dropping people into the death pit, and then that makes old men in bunny costumes come out for some reason.
I hate those movies.
Fucking love them. House of 1,000 Corpses is one of the best movies ever made.
I hate those movies so much.
You're wrong. I'm sorry.
Doesn't that happen in Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh my god.
You know?
So the attic door pops open and they just jam the camera up there.
Yep.
Dying child.
Dead front and center.
Right there.
A good thing you didn't go head first.
Did you bring the food? It's been quite some time.
I'm clearly hungry.
Boy, oh boy, the last guy who was here used to feed me sandwiches.
I just wrote, what is that horrible thing in the attic?
It's a child. So the light breaks, and then there's a night vision escape.
Yeah. Really nice of Pablo, the cameraman, to not tell Angela that he can see or what's going on, despite the fact that he can see.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I'm using the night vision. Just fucking feel around in the blackness, though, Angela. Fuck you.
Yeah, just if you feel a titty, run.
It's so, like, because obviously, hey, come over to this side of the camera so that we can both use the night vision and see. But then you wouldn't be able to, there'd be no character on screen, so it doesn't work.
Oh, trust me, there's a character that's about to be on screen. It's this horrible silhouette lumbering down the fucking hallway.
I'm just going to read what I wrote here for
Please
this.
do.
This demonic nightmare calls into question exactly how anyone else could possibly have been infected. If I knew someone had AIDS, I wouldn't drink their blood. Who is letting this old, mangled, gangly nightmare get close enough to kiss them?
It's a good question.
I saw that shit. I'm not kissing nothing. I don't care if it's disrespectful or not. Matter of fact, I'm moving. Like now. I'll break this lease, dude.
Oh, yeah. I'm not living in an apartment where that's... Call me...
Just behind a door all the time?
Yeah.
I'm good.
No, that should be in a hospital somewhere being studied. So I'll write on what I wrote.
Yeah.
Ew. It's fumbling around, tits out.
It sure is.
Can they sneak by? No.
Looked like it just got out of the bath when what it needed was a shower.
Oh my god. It's got a fucking hammer too. Somebody gave it a hammer.
Just wiggling this hammer around in your limp wrist. Oh man.
So it's hammer time for the cameraman.
It is. Now, in a situation like this, when you can see that thing, shut the fuck up and don't be so loud. For having your lives in danger, Angela and Pablo sure are loud as fuck in this attic. And then, while Pablo is getting hammered to death, Angela just starts making all kinds of noise, but this thing doesn't attack her at all, because movie.
It took its ADHD medication.
Oh, it's just really focused.
It's real focused on making sure that it can eat cereal out of the cameraman's face later.
Yeah, dude. I don't want to do the dishes and I'm out of bowls. Come over here. Fuck. And then Angela just gets fucking sucked away into the blackness. End of movie.
End of movie.
And that suck away scene is in the quarantine trailer. They went so far as to like almost shot for shot remake the movie with worse actors, and then just here's the ending. Sorry.
If you're gonna remake it just for the sake of having it be English, don't.
Yeah.
As much as I hate reading subtitles,
I hate a bad movie worse.
Yeah, I've seen this one. So
I'm good.
What is in yours?
Exactly. Yeah. See, this is why I like The Ring so much. Because the answer is Naomi Watts.
Okay, there we go.
You know? And a creepy ring girl, which they did a good job. The Ring, I just had this conversation because of this movie. The Ring, The Grudge, Funny Games, which Naomi Watts is also in. That was originally from New Zealand, I think. My point being, the list of good American remakes of foreign films is quite short. Incredibly.
Oh, for sure.
This one, though, 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yep. Same.
You did the same, yeah.
Yep.
Sick. Right on par. Coming back strong.
Oh, I would have gave it a 9, but just,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't do that.
I started with 7, and I was like, you know what? 8.
Yeah. As soon as those tits came around the corner, I was like, wow, that's an 8. Whoa. Holy moly. Too much, too little.
Those Motley Crue titties.
Those tits have seen better days. They've been sucked to oblivion.
They sure. Well, I mean, you get to a certain age.
You get to a certain age and then what?
Well, everything starts to droop.
Did they
Eventually your balls are going to touch toilet water, sir. Get ready for that.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
I'll take them off.
I'll tape them up. Don't worry.
Fucking highly recommended, this movie. If you feel like reading some subtitles, but suffering through that for a good movie, fucking wreck. All right.
Yeah, I would say it's worth it.
It is.
There's a lot going on. Don't watch the remake. I think I've seen the remake.
It's fucking so shitty. Ugh. Now. I'm sorry, I just hit puberty.
Horse voices.
Like a 12-year-old. I have 3 movies here for you.
Oh, do you?
One of them is a found footage movie.
Oh.
The other two are traditional cinema.
Oh, okay. Traditional cinema.
First one, documentary about something innocuous that turns into something much worse.
Okay.
So, like, we're starting with firefighters, and then it just goes to shit.
Of course.
Never Trust the Kid is the second one. And the third one is Something's Wrong in the Apartment.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Lot to think about.
Oh, I made them real vague this time.
You did. You made them real goddamn vague.
Pretty difficult for me to find relatable movies here.
And like, so Don't Trust the Kid. The one movie comes to mind. I know that there's probably billions.
Yep.
And the movie I'm thinking of, there's no way it's the one you've chosen.
Okay.
So
I want to know.
And then you got documentary about that. That's obviously the found footage.
That is. You're right.
I think I know what that one is.
I doubt it.
All right. Well, then that's fine. And then what was it? What's the last one?
Something's Wrong in the Apartment.
I think I know that one.
But you're very confident this week.
Oh, I'm not very. I just have just based on what I, I can
doing a lot of hand motions with grabbing right now.
What I can
for the listeners
take and do this to.
Now we're doing the claw machine.
All right, let's do There's Something Wrong in the Apartment, which I think is going to be The Grudge.
It's not The Grudge.
Damn it.
First of all, that takes place in a house.
It's the same fucking thing.
However, similarly, Dark Water.
Dark Water.
Jennifer Connelly. She moves into an apartment with her daughter, and there's some shit going on.
Okay.
I think that was also either a South Korean, Thai, or Japanese movie that got remade. I've never seen it.
All right. Well,
always wanted to, though.
So for Don't Trust the Kid,
I
didn't choose it because what I want to watch is Children of the Corn.
Okay.
And I don't think you've written that there.
I haven't. It was Orphan.
Okay, that's not a bad one. I've been watching on Crave or Discovery. It's like this family who adopted this like Russian dwarf like girl.
Okay.
And
so it's Orphan.
but I think it happened after that movie, and they're trying to make it seem like this, like she's like a old lady, but she isn't.
She's not.
And they like get her legally changed, and they like just put her in an apartment, and it's just like this kid, this like little, I don't know, she's creepy.
All right.
And they like try to claim that she like hid knives and was like saying she's gonna kill.
Oh, I see. So fucking Orphan, and then the thing happens, so they're like, oh, it's the exact same.
Kinda, yeah.
Come film me.
I forget what it's called. It's like The Curious Case of like Natalia Grace, I believe.
It rings a bell.
Watch it. It's worth a watch.
All right.
And then the documentary definitely wasn't The Bay, huh?
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
It was Afflicted.
Look, I'm going to keep saying The Bay until it happens.
I know. And we got a couple people that just keep begging for it as well.
Well.
Hold your horses, all right? Keep your shirt on.
Yeah.
Unlike this old fucking demon thing with tits all out.
Yeah. Take a trip to Tuscany with your Tuscan wanting. I couldn't fit the word Tuscan there. You did it so well, and then I was like, what's the other one? Tusk. Now, what word? I got fucking nothing.
You guys are going to be waiting from dawn till tusk for Tusk. So pissed that
Through
I
my
did
notebook.
That. So pissed that I did that.
That was better. Edit what I set out. Me, later.
Fucking your Tuscan bean salad over here. That's nothing. That's nothing at all. Good, strong ending to the podcast. Grindhouse Movie Club.
All right. Oh, and so what's the movie? Dark Water?
Yes.
All right, Dark Water. Next week, hopefully.
Here we go.
Do you have anything you want to end the podcast with?
That was it.